Welcome everyone to today's webinar, How to Thrive in Midst of a Storm, with our guest speaker, Lien Ngu. Hello, my name is Sylvia Fine. I'm the president of NAWMBASeattle. NAWMBA was first founded in 1978 at Wharton School, Pennsylvania, and Seattle in 2011. Any comments or suggestions for today's video? Let us know and please do subscribe our channel. Time really flies. I've known Lien since 2014. Lien is an awesome friend who is also a UW grad, specializes in accounting and finance. She's a business owner and loving mother of 3 and passionate helping people how to thrive. Now we're in this special time. Her messages today are extremely crucial. Let's get started and please welcome Lien.
Well, hi everyone. Thank you so much for joining in today. I know you guys are busy, so I honor you for being here and to learn about how to thrive in the midst of a storm. So there's a lot of people I know and there's some people that I don't know. Just want to introduce myself. My name is Lien Ngu and my background is in accounting and finance. I have my MBA with Keller Graduates. And right now I'm currently working with my husband doing real estate. And we have 3 kids, 2 of them are actually twins. So we're a busy family right now, especially in this the storm we're dealing with. So I want to start with sharing you a story of how this girl is trying to deal with the storm that she's dealing with right now. So she's having problems with her boyfriend, and she's gaining all the weights in all the wrong places. And she asked her mom, why is life so unfair? And her mom says, well, come in the kitchen with me. I want to share with you something. And she brought out a carrot, eggs, and some coffee beans. And she boiled some water. And then after 20 minutes, she looked at her clock and said, okay, she boiled all these, and she said, notice what happened to the carrot. Well, it was hard before and now it's soft. And then how about the eggs? And the eggs was fragile, but it turned hard after it's been boiled. And the coffee bean, and she took a sip of the coffee. It smells so good. And she asked her mom, so what's the whole point of all this? And her mom says, well, in life, people that are carrot are they are hard at the beginning. They say, yay, I'm going to conquer the world. But when life comes and there's adversities, what do? They turn soft and wither, just like sunflower in the hot sun. It just withered just like that. And the eggs, it was fragile and soft, but when it faced adversity, it turned hard and bitter inside. And for the coffee, it actually blends in with the environment. So which one are you? Are you the coffee? Are you the hard-boiled eggs or the carrot? So today I'll be talking to you how to thrive in the midst of the storm, and then also of course survive it too. So right now we're dealing with the biggest storm is the coronavirus pandemic. I don't want to just throw it out there since everyone is dealing with it right now, and that's why I want to create this talk today. So if you see the coronavirus pandemic, there's usually two responses. One is someone's very angry and there's why the CDC is giving us the wrong guidelines and the government is not shutting down faster enough, and then that's why we're having this outbreak, or people are not social distancing. I see people at the park, at the restaurants, or out in the streets. And then another person, I ask, oh, everything is fine. I'm home, I'm safe, and I'm healthy with my family, and everyone is alive, and no one have the coronavirus. We will get through this together. So there's 2 response in every single situation, and it's the same event, but 2 response. So how are we gonna get through this? And well, I want to show you how we're going to get through this. First, I'm going to teach you basic math, right? So E plus R equal O. E stands for the event, R stands for the response, and E stands for the outcome. So in everything in life, that there's an event and then something that we cannot control, like the corona pandemic, and then how response will equal to our outcome. And the choices we make control our life, not the event or conditions. So we have to make the right choices to have a better outcome. So what are the choices we have? What do we focus on? What does it mean? And what are we going to do about it? So what we focus on expands. Are we going to focus on the positive or the negative? The problem or the solutions? Or what we have or we don't have? So you focus on the positive, more positive things will come out. But you focus on the negative things, more negative things you see. And you focus on the solutions, you see more solutions or creative ideas coming out from you when you focus on the solutions. And do you appreciate the things you have, like your health and your family, or the things you don't have? And then the other choices is, what does it mean? So, for example, a bad economy, are you going to wallow in sorrow? Or are you going to look for opportunities for growth? I mean, we're in real estate, and this really affects the real estate industry. So my husband, he says, we are not gonna be affected by this pandemic, and we are going to dominate the market. And he said we can gain more market share because a lot of people is not working right now. And you know, as you see in the news, the Redfin, they actually furlough like 40% of their agents. So we have an opportunity. So look for the opportunities. And like, how do you show homes when a client may be not comfortable going to see the homes? So what he did, or he thought of, is having a virtual tour for them. And he's actually sold like 2 or 3 homes out of a virtual tour. So they literally buy a home online. Everything was done virtually. So do you focus on what's the problem or the solutions? And then when you focus on solutions, ideas will come out, and then you will be able to solve it. And what if you did get caught with the COVID-19? Are you gonna think, oh, life is over, or are you gonna fight harder? And then when you beat the virus, are you gonna say, wow, life is so precious now, and then you actually appreciate life more than what you had before? So everything is, what meaning do you give to the event? And last but not least, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to turn to an addiction and alcohol, or you pick up bad habits like watching Netflix all day? Or are you going to be paralyzed and do nothing and just be a couch potato? Or are you going to find ways for solutions? And like another example is, during the war, Lexus dealership sales went down 80%, and they don't know what to do. So one person thought of idea, oh, let's drive our Lexus dealership to the country club. And of course, that's all the wealthy people are. And lo and behold, their sales actually increased. And after the war, their sales even skyrocketed even more, because they thought of other ways to sell their sell their cars. And so how do you thrive in a storm? So I came up with this idea called MAP, M-A-P, meditation, adapt to the event, and be positive. So in meditation, you, for example, like a snow globe, you shake it and you see all the snow and everything that is keep on moving. But when you settle down, you put it down, everything settles, right? And you actually see what's in the snow globe. So just like our mind, we keep on thinking, and we don't know, what's going to happen to the economy, what's going to happen to our family, what happens to our career. So, but if we sit down and sit still, our minds will settle, and then we will see the answers to all our questions or problems. And maybe we will find some creativities, ideas of how to do things better. So meditation actually help you become better. And through meditation, I actually came up with this title. So that's pretty cool. And I think Jack Canfield, he came out with the title Chicken Soup for the Soul out of meditation. And that book sold over 500 copies. So that's amazing, out of meditation. I want to share with you how to weather the storm is adapt to the event. So I love this quote I saw the other day. It said, "It's not the strongest of the species that survive, nor the most intelligent that survive. It's the one that is the most adaptable to the change," by Charles Darwin. I saw an article the other day that actually shows how he adapted to this pandemic. The article reads, "Business pivot to survive while helping each other at the same time." He was suffering because he actually, this coffee shop is in downtown Bellevue. And of course, there's lots of business around there, and then there's less traffic because a lot of people is working from home. So he's wondering, how can he get more foot traffic? So he thought about it and said, oh, wait a minute, there's lots of farmers market out there. I mean, there's farmers that want to sell to the consumers, but the farmers market is not open right now. And he said, why don't those farmers sell their produce and products in my coffee shop? And the consumer that want local produce can go to my coffee shop. So we have a storefront that could sell the products and the produce, and the consumers can come and get their local grocery stores and they get coffee at the same time. So talking about being a coffee during adversity. So this guy actually think outside the box, and instead of closing his shop, and he was the coffee instead of the carrot or the eggs. And last but not least, to be positive. I mean, how are we gonna thrive? So in any given moment, you're in two states. One is you're in positive state or a negative state. And a positive state is that you are hopeful, you're loving, you have joy, excitement, you're curious, you have peace and calm. Or you're negative, you're bored, you're angry, you're frustrated, you're sad, or you have some kind of fear. You're either in a fight or flight state or a rest and relaxation state. So how do you switch from a negative state to a positive state? Well, it's the quality of your thinking. What meaning are you giving the experience? And when you're in a positive state, you connect to creativity, inspiration, and vitality. And negativity does not have any access to this. So negative thoughts are 100% untrue. That's what research have found, such as self-doubt. I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough. And when you have self-doubt, you can't trust anyone or anything. And when you don't trust anyone and you have self-doubt, you fear that people will let you down, which is the same as expecting people to let you down. And then people that is wounded by financial crisis, have hardships, relationship problems, they will say life is unfair. And they say that, that they don't deserve this, but that's how life is. So with that mindset, you let what is out there control your life. So don't look at what is out there or what you think that will stop you from thriving, and all the self-doubt you have will stop you from living a happy life. And then you're fearful of what is out there. So what does fear stands for? You heard the saying, fear stands for false evidence appearing real. It's an illusion. It's not real. So if it's not real, then what are you fearful of? It's not what you're fearful. What's the saying? But Deepak Chopra said, you're not fearful of what's out there. It's because you're disconnected from what's within, which is your true self. And another negative thought people have is, I don't belong. There was an entrepreneur that's very successful, and he joined a mastermind group, and he had a feeling that he doesn't belong, and he called his coach, and he says, I'm in a negative state and I can't get out of it. And then what do you feel? And his coach says, well, are you a spiritual guy? And then he says, yes. He's like, well, if if you're a spiritual guy, then he said, how does God put you in a place where you don't belong? And he thought for a moment. He said, oh, I belong wherever I am. So wherever you are, you belong. And see that thinking is not true, not true. Once you see the lie is a lie, your whole mind shifts. And how do you stay positive is, you know, I always keep saying, what you focus on, expand. So focus on the positive aspect of this situation. I mean, look at the pollution, it has gone down, and you have more time back because you're not stuck in traffic. You can spend more time with your family, work on projects that you've always been putting off. Or since you have some downtime, why not sharpen your skills? So when the when the shutdown is over, then you are ready to like serve your clients and your customers because you have sharpened your skills. And then another positive aspects you should look for is the aspects of other people. I know a lot of people is sheltered in with their spouse or other people. So be compassionate with them and be kind to them and look at the positive aspects of them, because like I said, what you focus on expands. So when you focus on the positive aspects of that person, then you see more positive part of that come out. But if you keep on looking at the negative thing, the negative part of their character come out. And this is a big one. What you believe dictates your destiny. I mean, everyone knows this, but you have to be aware of what you believe and your thoughts. So what you believe dictates your thoughts. What your thoughts creates your emotions, and what your emotions do is produce results, and your results confirm your belief. So how do you change your belief? Well, a belief is a thought you keep thinking. So keep thinking positive thoughts, then you will soon believe it, and you will have a better outcome. So Napoleon Hill says, what you believe, you can achieve. And hope and optimism allows you to embrace uncertainty. Optimism is not being naive. It's believing that the future will be bright and we will get through this together. It's not denial of reality, but it's a belief that everything will be better, because if we don't, we will suffer through this crisis. And I love what Brendan Richard says, always believe in your ability to figure things out. You can learn and you make it through. And my husband always say, FIO, figure it out. You will figure it out. And how do you stay positive? Well, my favorite tools is appreciation. I mean, I've been talking about this a lot, but do you actually really do appreciation every day? I actually have a journal. Every morning I write my appreciation. And Tony Robbins says, trade your expectation for appreciation, your world change in an instant. And condition your mind to being positive, because what comes in, what comes out. Do you feed yourself with negativities and news and social media, or you feed it with positive things and read positive articles and books? So protect your mind. I mean, Oprah, she took it to another level. Every time she traveled and she go into a taxi, she say, turn off the radio. She does not want to know whatever is on the radio affects her mind. That's how much she protects her mind. And be mindful of your thoughts throughout the day. Know moment to moment what your thoughts are. One of the tools I like to use is set an alarm on your phone and say, what are my thoughts? Make that alarm as your title, have it at noon and at dinner or in the morning. So at least like 2-3 times a day. And when you're in the middle of the day and you forgot whatever your mind is thinking, but when your alarm went off, you're like, what are your thoughts? And always ask the question, is it helping me or is it hurting me? So be mindful of your thoughts. And then if you don't remember to think if you don't are aware of your thoughts, then have the reminder and then it will help you. And last but not least, be around positive people, because there's a lot of negativity people out there. So, I mean, if it's your family, just limit your time with them, but you have the choice who you surround yourself with. So be around with positive people, and then you will have a positive mind. And we actually have a group here every Sunday that we meet at 6 p.m. and we actually share different topics and mostly positive. So if you want to join us, let me know. I'll provide my contact information later after this talk, and then you could contact me, and then we could we could have you join our group every Sunday at 6 p.m. here. And funny today is I look at the my feed today, and I saw this quote on April 26th. It says, "Train your mind to see the good in everything. Positivity is a choice. The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. So train your mind to be positive." I know it's not easy, but be deliberate of what you're thinking. And in summary, what is the math equation? It's E plus R equal O. The event is the conditions that you cannot control. The response is the choices you make and you can control. And the outcome are the results. And the choices you have are what you're going to focus on. Is it positive or negative? What does it mean? Does it mean that life is over, or does it mean that there's some opportunity for growth? And then what are you going to do about it? So everything in life is how you respond to the events. And then the choices you make will create your outcome or your results. So choose wisely. And then use the map to guide you to get out of the storm. So use your meditation, adapt to your environment, and be positive. So which one are you? Are you the carrot, the eggs, or the coffee? And I want to leave you with this quote. You can't change the ocean or the weather, no matter how hard you try. So it's best to learn how to sail in all conditions. And here's my contact, my email address, my Facebook, and then I have a fan page, Lien-Joyful Living, and my Instagram is Lien.Ngu, and my telephone number. So if you want to contact me, have any questions, or you want to join our group on Sunday at 6 p.m., let me know. And then also email me if you want to join the introduction meditation class next Sunday too. Okay. All right. If you guys have any questions, let me know.